What is up with the squad? It's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies in the building. Happy Saturday afternoon, y'all. Happy Saturday afternoon. We got some WNBA hoops coming up later. I ain't gonna be up here long. I ain't gonna be up here long. I ain't gonna interrupt y'all Saturday too much. But I had to come up here. I had to come up before Chicago play tonight. I had to come up and check in with the Chicago Sky fans and see. Y'all still want to bench Camilla? Y'all still want to trade Camilla? Y'all still want to keep disrespecting Kamilla Cardoso? Big Doso, not the little one. Let's go. Talk to me, Chicago. Let me know. Let me know. Political Lil. Okay, Political Lil, what's up? You say they think they got it now. Just need the consistency. And let her and Angel work the same side of the floor. Vince Lou can't seem to see where to pass. They need to let Atkins, Camilla, and Angel work out. I don't know. I don't know. I know that they need to come out and make Camilla the option one. I don't care who you get who get the ball to her. Camilla came out and scored the first 10, 12 points last game. 10, 12 points last game. Y'all want consistency from Camilla? Consistently give her the ball. If you want consistency from Kamilla Cardoso, consistently give her the ball. She don't bring the ball up. She can't pass the ball to herself. When she posts and reposts and y'all decide to take them bullshit ass threes, she can't do nothing about that. Let's talk about Kamilla Cardoso, because y'all keep talking about Kamilla Cardoso getting some rebounds. And Kamilla Cardoso can't rebound. But I told y'all, and guess who else told y'all? Camilla, her goddamn self, told y'all what? She a pretty good passer. Check out the assist. So maybe you can figure out a way so that Camilla is getting more assists and Angel's getting more rebounds when you shoot these shots. I don't know. I don't draw up the X's and O's, but I can tell you who these players are. I can tell you for sure who these players are. Let's talk about it. Because see, when I was talking and I was saying Camilla ain't the problem, y'all was like, yes, she is, Cess. She need to go on the bench. She not aggressive. She can't score. She don't this. Look at what Camilla can do when you give her a chance. Look at what Kamilla Cardoso can do when you give her a chance. When you make her option one. Remember, I remember being on a live, I think, for my nephew, and he was telling y'all that, like, yo, Camilla's like option one. And then somebody else was two and somebody else was three, and people was all up in arms. She's 6'7". She is 6'7". Why would anybody else be your first option? Why would anybody else be your first option? Come on, it's Saturday afternoon. I ain't gonna keep y'all up here long, but talk back to me. I need 5 of y'all to share this thing. So when you hit the like, hit the share, because they both right there. And then share it in the chat for me. Share it in the chat so I know that y'all push this out and let them know we talking right now. It's just a quick. I wanted to get this out the way before we had a game tonight. Russell, only bring the facts to the chat over there on the Instagram. What's up, fam? Those of y'all checking us out on Facebook, X, run the likes up on all the platforms. Jacob on the dime, my twin. What's happening, fam? Big Doso. Keep it up, killer. Keep it up. Keep it up. Miss D, what's happening? Kia High Life, what's up, fam? What's going on, y'all? All these fans that say all that, just overreacting. Man, more than that. Ashy, what's up, fam? Ghost, what's good? That's what happened when they run plays through her. Dan, that's all I've been wanting to see. Run a play through her and see what happened. Run a play through her and see what. Can't, Officer T. Davis, what's up, fam? I've been missing you, fam. How you doing? You all right? Can't teach 6'7", and you can't teach that 6'7". You can't teach that 6'7". She can dunk. She can shoot the three. Y'all ain't gotta believe me. Y'all done seen her do it. Now y'all want to see her do it consistently. But the way you get consistency is by consistently giving her the ball. That result wins. No more die was good. Kamilla was the big thriller. Last game, first season. Just saying. I'm just saying. You got to give her the ball. She can't pass it to herself. Y'all got her out there. Y'all got her out there getting cardio. Y'all got her out there getting cardio. Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember Kamilla's stats? Career high, 23, 8 boards, 9 to 13 from the field. That's down to 70% from the flow, 5 or 6 from the line. Most efficient player on the floor. Most efficient player on the floor, y'all. That ain't potential. That's production. That's production. That's what you want out of her. I don't know. If y'all agree with me, put option 1 in the chat. That Camila Cardoso should be option 1 on this offense. Let me know in the chat if I'm tripping. Did y'all just hear what I said? 23, 8. I don't need. Let me see if I can even get the assist. Let me see if I can get the assist. And I needed her to hit them 8 boards. One. That's what I'm saying. One. She needs to be the one. Oh, now she a player to watch. ESPN got her as a player to watch for the Chicago Sky now. Y'all got to make y'all mind up. Who y'all got winning tonight? Sky or the Wings? Sky or Wings tonight? Who y'all got winning? Eight rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, no blocks, 1 turnover, 3 fouls. You know what's crazy? She went out the game with the 3 fouls, right? She went out the game with the 3 fouls in the first half, but she didn't pick up another foul for the rest of the game. That's production. That's growth. This is Kamilla showing y'all that I'm getting this WNBA thing. I don't know. Y'all tell me what it is that make. I feel like the media and some of the people in the fan base, because I ain't even gonna call them Kamilla Cardoso fans, because if they were fans, they would know better. So people in the Sky fan base play Kamilla like, I don't know. I be feeling like they trying to play her like she's slow or something. I don't know. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? I feel like they be coming across like she's slow, like she don't get it or something. Like I don't know. Like this is somebody who won 2 national championships, and I know y'all be like, it's the WNBA. That's fine, but she won 2 national championships against players that she's familiar playing against in some of these situations, and it's almost like they don't even respect her basketball IQ. Like it's almost like they have like judged her as like just some big dumb 6'7". I don't get it. Like she's like intelligent. Like you got to think about all the things that she's been through. Right? World travel. I don't care. You argue with me in the chat. World travel. Graduate from college. Moved from home at the age of like what 15. Came to this country, didn't know the language at all. Found success. Won at the high school level. Won at the AAU level. Won at the collegiate level. One on the global stage, and y'all don't talk no basketball with her. It's almost like people be amazed when Kamilla do an interview, and that shit pisses me off. It'd be like, wow, they'd be like, wow, she can talk some shit. That's how they be coming across to me. And I'd be like, what do y'all think? Hell yeah, she can talk. She's at least bilingual. I don't know how many languages she can speak, right? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's how they come across. Which Enrique and Carrington coming? Whoo! Let's find out. So there's no Paige Beckers tonight, Officer T. Davis. So there's no Paige Beckers in this situation. No Paige in this situation. Even though they're in Dallas. So they're in Dallas. I don't even know if it matters which Enrique and Dejanay come as much as it matters what Big T come. Or are they gonna come with Hines Allen? Like, who are they? Who's playing against Camila Cardoso tonight? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking forward to seeing what is Dallas's adjustment to Camila tonight, because I don't see an answer. Like, they were in this game. They were definitely in this game. Listen, Dallas was in this game, but it took 25 shots from Enrique Agumbawale for them to be in this game. Does that keep? Is that the recipe tonight too? You got Chicago Sky winning tonight in Dallas. Okay. Nobody stopping Miller. Shit, not if you give her the ball. The only people that can stop Camilla Cardoso is the Chicago Sky. That's what's crazy. The only people on the floor that can stop Miller is Chicago. Her team. And they spent 4 games doing that. So let's see, what did they learn? What did they learn in this other game? Now, I'm so tired of these lazy ass narratives, right? I'm tired of the word soft being thrown around. Like, Camilla ain't, like I said, two-time champion. Like, she didn't earn her way into this league. Like, Camilla deserves to be here. Camilla has a skill set that says, I deserve to be here. You can't tell me 5 true fives in this league better than Camilla Cardoso. You can't. And I'll wait. You can name them in the chat. I'll wait. Okay? I'll wait. Let me know. So, I mean, she get benched, y'all complain. Camilla ain't playing enough. She start, y'all complain. She should be on the bench. If you bench her, right? Who in the hell are you starting instead? That's what I want to know. If everybody was like, oh, we should bench her and bring in who? Elizabeth Williams? That's not knock on Elizabeth Williams. Elizabeth Williams is who she is in this league. 5.8 points per game, 4.4 rebounds, and shooting under 45%. That ain't Camila Cardoso. So you would rather sit Camila Cardoso on the bench for that? And again, not a knock on Elizabeth Williams. That's a great backup. That's not starting in this league. That's not impacting wins in this league. Starting? Hell no. So for all the talk, like, sit her down, all that, you ain't got to upgrade on your bench. You don't have not one upgrade on your bench. Elizabeth Williams was starting at first last year. Elizabeth Williams got hurt. She lost her starting position. I don't give a damn about what nobody was doing. What nobody was doing. What is she doing now? Like I said, tell me about 5.8 points per game, 4.4 rebounds per game, shooting under 45%. Tell me about that. That's what I'm asking about. I'm all that bullshit y'all talking. All that bullshit y'all talking about Elizabeth Williams and what she can do. I'm calling y'all on that shit today. And if you ain't got a receipt to drop about why she should be up there better, then miss me with the bullshit. I ain't here for it today. This Gamecockin, I don't know if everybody in the Gamecockin before, but I'm not fucking playing by them. I done told y'all since March the 1st. I'm on straight demon time about the Gamecocks. Only Morale missed me. This ain't you coming here and talk to me like I'm just talking to you. Miss me with your fucking comments today. I ain't on it. I'm not on it. You was in here on my nerves the other day. I'm not doing it today. I'm not doing it today. Take it personal. Take it however you feel. I ain't for everybody. You was in here disrupting and interrupting the other day. Appreciate the engagement. But if you really ain't in here, then to be in the conversation, move around. I'm keeping it a buck with folks now. I'm keeping it a straight buck with folks right now. So move around if you ain't really here to be in a conversation, because that bipolar ass conversation you be on, I ain't on it today. I ain't on it today. Only Morale, I don't even know if he was right, because really I don't even remember what you said. That's what I'm saying to you. It don't stick with me like that. But back to the conversation. From the day Camilla was doubted, from the day that y'all drafted her. Y'all was unsure about Miller from the day that y'all drafted her. Y'all was like, she can't handle the speed, she can't score outside the paint. But she shut all that up. y'all gonna give her a chance this time? Y'all gonna ride it out with her for the rest of the season or what? That's what I want to know. What's the one thing Camilla's done this season that's impressed you the most? Y'all let me know in the chat. Y'all let me know in the chat. What's the one thing Camilla's done that has impressed you the most? Let me know. Oh my gosh. Jacob Capone, say it again. Kamilla is a cheat code. Only Morale. I didn't say the HBL had an ankle injury. I told you what the fuck the injury report said. I'm not going back and forth with you about that shit. You talking about HBL should start and you saying HBL ain't injured. Who gives a fuck? She wasn't available. Michelle Onywary should start as well. She shouldn't. And this show is about Kamilla. So again, if you want to be in the conversation, be in the conversation. You talking to me about some shit. HBL is not hurt, Cess. Who gives a fuck? She's not available. They didn't make her available. So what the fuck were you right about? Bro, I'm not here to stroke nobody's goddamn ego, bro. If you need for somebody to be right, if you need for somebody to be right, man, type yourself a note. I ain't got time for that shit. Officer T. Davis, what's happening? Man, please. Only Morale, please find your spot. It don't seem like it's here. It just don't seem like it's here, buddy. I'm gonna keep it a book. Officer T. Davis, I appreciate it. Let's go. Her pace in transition, particularly in the last game, I love it. Miller's elite in the pick and roll. I was so hyped. Me too, twin. Let her play. Let her play. I don't even know. Is anybody else still talking to Only Morale? Because like I said, I'm not here to stroke nobody's goddamn ego. Tell yourself you was right or whatever. I'm not even sure. HBL wasn't available, so she didn't play. And then when HBL was available, she did play. That's how WNBA works. I don't know what else you want to be right about that shit, but whatever. What do y'all think? Who do y'all think is the most crucial player for the Sky's success this season? Like, who did they add that's helping Kamilla the most? Y'all, is it Vandersloot or is it Ariel Atkins? Is it either one of them, or is it just the development between Angel and Kamilla? Is it just that development between them? Their chemistry still growing together. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I got 75 in here, y'all. Run them likes up. I don't know that it's Vandersloot. Like, Vandersloot gets the ball to Kamilla sometimes, and maybe they still building to the point that they gonna be, like consistently hitting it. But I like the Angel Kamilla connection the best. Development, and you think Ariel. Okay. Development and Ariel. So do you think Ariel is gonna prove to be more important down the stretch? Like, is Ariel gonna be the reason that they get to the playoffs this time? Is Ariel gonna be able to do better than what Kennedy was able to do? I think it's a little bit of both between me and Ariel and development. So Ariel and development, but nothing about Sloop. Yeah, it ain't Sloop for y'all. Okay. Angel is our point guard. Now that's what here we go. There we go. I like seeing Angel bring the ball up the floor too. Was that Loke Lonnie? Yeah, I like seeing Angel bring the ball up the floor too. I do. I ain't gonna hold you up. I ain't gonna hold you up. Angel is the one I think gets the ball to her the most and gets the ball to her the best and most consistently. Darnell Baylor, what's up, Big Wrench? Angel plus Kamilla. I need to wait for more games for an opinion on Atkins and Sloot, how they play with Angel and Kamilla. Okay, so if Ariel is just a shooter, can Ariel be the shooter that Camilla's passing out to? Do I feel defense needs to be a priority with this guy? Jeremy, I always think defense needs to be a priority. I always think defense needs to be the priority. I don't know that it's going to be the priority for the Sky. Not like it was last year. I felt like Sky played really cool defense last year to start the season, and then it kind of just faded. I don't know where that went. I don't know where it went. But I also don't know if Tyler Marsh is a defensive type of guy. and her spacing depends on Angel's willingness to take the midi. I don't know why Angel won't take the midi. I don't know why Angel won't take the midi. We saw her working on it. Just shoot it. Shoot it. Shoot it. Get the shot. Then it'll go in. Just shoot it. I would rather her shoot it and miss it than not shoot it at all. Ariel creating her own shot, I think, is really important, especially when it's time to close games. When it's time to close games, you don't want the offense getting stagnant. You don't want them to put the ball on the floor. You're taking them out of their element, which means you want to hit Ariel for the catch and shoot. If she's a catch and shoot shooter, some shooters dribble into their shot. So you saying they need to fire this coach? Marshall's into the offense over the defense. So you can fire the coach. They fired the coach last year, and then they hired the same type of coach. What does that tell you? To me, it tells me that it's not the coach. It's the people that's doing the hiring. So to me, you need to look to fire a little bit higher. To me, y'all can keep firing the coaches in Chicago if you want to. You fuck around and be like Los Angeles Sparks. What they had, about 24 coaches in 28 years or something crazy like that? For what? For what? You keep putting a Band-Aid on it. Fix the problem. They keep not getting to the root of the problem. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, GM Jeff. I would go, to me, I want him to sell the whole franchise. Sloot hasn't shown me that she is still her. Ariel is the truth. Just needs to get comfortable. Reese is too tentative, taking the midi. So, Sloot, look, Sloot is too old to still be her. Okay? We don't need her to be her. We don't need her to be her. We just need her to be she. That's all. I don't need her to be who she was 4 years ago. I just need her to be half of that. Gets it done. Bring in a defensive coach and make them the assistant. What defensive coach would you bring, Anthony? The Sparks are garbage. The Sparks have a organizational issue. What up, Political Lil? The Sloot waits for the screen to be set for the bigs on pick and roll and pay attention to the roller. She would be more efficient. Yep. Maybe too. Also, if they would let they bigs repost instead of chucking up that three after they post one time and kick it back out. There's a shot clock for a reason. It's like they forget that the shot clock even exists. They be, oh, Camila can't do it. Oh, I gotta shoot this thing. No, you don't. Reset. What the hell is the plan? That's what I worry about in Chicago. What's the plan? And then does everybody know the plan? Can they stay consistently to the plan? True to the plan. I might even bring Bill Laimbeer as an advisor instead of a defensive coach, and maybe that'll be enough to help. So I don't know how familiar Tyler is with Bill. You know, I know that Bill was in Las Vegas prior to Becky. Bill Laimbeer, great basketball mind. You know, for me, you know, great name. You know, I'm not gonna say couldn't be helpful, but there are other names out there. To me, like I said, I start fixing Chicago with Swing Cash. I start fixing Chicago with Swing Cash or Carolyn Peck. I don't want the WNBA full of former NBA players coaching. I just ain't looking for that. I appreciated it. When the league was much younger, but at this point, no, there should be enough WNBA legends walking around and walk back in here and coach. They need to partner better with the brilliant minds that they have that have played in this league. But all of that comes down to money and power and control and who owns what. That's a whole different conversation. Kia unorthodox YMCA playing ass with the bench and start Rebecca Allen. Oh, okay. Okay, Jay. Even in a 5-man game, it's a 3-man game going on. Just let Camilla, Atkins, and Renee work the same side of the floor as the 3-person set. Let's see if they try that. I'm excited to see what they do. You know what I mean? I came up here to really say, like, yo, do y'all still want their bench? But I also wanted to say that I'm really excited to see what Chicago looks like tonight. What Chicago looks like tonight. I wanted to see us against a fully healthy Dallas because, you know, I wanted Paige back out on the floor. I think that's a big draw for the game, especially with this being the only game tonight. But No Page. Okay, so Enrique and Dejanay. We gonna see what they can do, but who the hell are they gonna put on Kamilla Cardoso this time? I got 100 in the chat. Run them likes up. Run them likes up for me. Run them likes up. They not connected on the defense. Where they playing team defense? So is Tyler a defensive coach, or do we not know yet? I noticed HBO don't pass to bigs in the paint. She didn't want to pass to Camilla. Is it that she doesn't want to, or is it she just doesn't have that skill set? She just doesn't have that skill set. Let me know. I'm just talking about for the rest of the season. I don't think nobody could come in and be able to rehaul this in such a little time as this season. Yeah, so maybe the advisors just could help him get better. Okay. So some better assistants around him. I don't know. I would be interested to see how the coaching goes. He got a lot of strong voices around him, and I wonder how that plays out in practice and in coaching meetings. Who has the final say and how they make the final decisions? How can you do that when 2 out of the 3 play with their back to the basket? Meaning when Angel and Camilla get the ball, they're going to get doubled. Angel bringing the ball up, she don't have to play. If Angel brings the ball up, she don't have to play with her back to the basket. They don't even revisit the post home possessions. They're too quick to settle for threes if the feed breaks down. Yeah, hell yeah. That's the quickest way to get your big checked out the game. Not checking back in with them. Not rewarding them for running the floor. Not rewarding them for getting the rebound. Not rewarding them for making the block. You know what I mean? Not rewarding them for changing the shot in the paint. Like then they get out there and they run the floor and they got that target hand up and you ain't even hitting them. You ain't even looking. You come down looking to go to the left and shoot your three or hit your person in the corner. And then the teams play that. They know that. They know you ain't going back to Camilla. They can sag off her. You got the biggest weapon on the floor and you ain't even gonna use it. That's crazy as hell. They can request some trades. I'm definitely interested to see where this league goes after the first big name player forces a trade, and I think either one of them could be the ones to do it. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm inspired by what I saw in the last game. If they can stay together, if you can build on that, but you got to get some people in there that's gonna really build on that and really take advantage of what the gifts and talents of those young women are. They can't keep playing on our face with Angel and Camilla. Sometimes we'll let them play, and sometimes we act like we don't know what to do. Shit, because at some point I would rather, hey man, just get rid of Tyler. Let's see, shit. I'd rather see what they can do on their own. If all y'all gonna do is keep putting them in situations where they have first year head coaches, and then you tie their hands and give them bullshit benches to work with. Until the Chicago Sky get about the business of winning, and everybody's about the same type of winning, it's not gonna work. Hell no, they not developing. Where they gonna develop it? They ain't got a facility to develop. Natasha Howard started last game. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. Chicago ain't never been good with bigs. Nope, they had a great big walk in the door and say, "I want to be here." You know what I mean? That was Candace Parker. Reese is your passer to the post and your screener for the shooter. They should be working either side of the floor as a unit. Is all I'm saying. Got it. Okay, well, Ariel go out there and catch and shoot when we throw it to you. He made his name on helping Jackie get better at shooting. I don't see no stories out there about him working with the big. Chicago needs somebody that can work with their bigs. Who the hell do y'all think Courtney Paris is? That's the double. That's the real double queen sitting on the bench. Do y'all know? Tell me if you know. Put a 5 in the chat if you know about Courtney Paris. If you know who the hell Courtney Paris is. They need somebody that can work with their bigs. They got somebody that can work with their bigs. Y'all don't know who Courtney Paris is? Let me know. Let me know y'all don't know who Courtney Paris is. And it's okay, because we're a community. I'm here. I'm here to help people understand what the hell is going on out here. Who don't know who Courtney Paris is? You saw Paris working with Miller in a video today. Somebody tell them about Courtney Paris. Courtney Paris only been there 4 weeks. Anthony, goddamn, when you wanted to show, you ain't even gonna give Courtney a season. You like Courtney, you there, fix it. But Tyler ain't fixed shit. And he been there, he been there too. So we cool on Tyler, but Courtney ain't did shit. All right. My team is the Aces. The Aces in all things Gamecocks. 130 plus of those in D1. Thank you. Courtney Paris, 130 plus of those in Division 1. Y'all was talking to me about Anissa Morrow having 100 of them. 130 plus of those. Yeah, y'all better check Courtney Paris out. What up, Luana? MJ, what's happening? We got it right. So that's what I'm saying, Anthony. Let's give Courtney a chance. If they take the time to develop them right, they can be the best duo this league has ever seen. Are they going to take the time, Felicia? Are they going to take the time? She was the female Charles Barkley at Oklahoma, All-American. Broke mad Big 12 records, a walking double like Angel. Thank you, Shantae. Yeah. Winning tonight depends on everyone's consistency. KC has been first option since game 1, but she was playing against tougher bigs, and the guards weren't passing it well at all. Too many turnovers. Yeah, Peaches, it don't matter if she been option 1 since game 1 and they can't get her the ball. Don't matter. You don't think they take the time. Sky will eventually trade one of them. Damn. Oh, my concern is Angel seems to be still using the wrong form when making layups. We saw that in a recent video. My thing, why aren't they helping her to correct this? So here's the Don. Here's my thing. I feel like Angel worked on that. I feel like Angel got better at that. What I can't figure out with Angel is it seems like we've seen her do it on the videos. We've seen her do it with what y'all say against Combs and practices. It seems like when she gets in the game, I don't know if she gets rushed or if they're down and she's feeling pressure, but it seems like she reverts back to. You know, I need her to get the improvement that she made to be muscle damn memory. Peaches, she's been option 1. It doesn't. Here's the thing: you can be my option 1. If I don't throw you the goddamn ball, what does it matter that I can say that you've been option 1? You said she's been option 1 since the first game, but the guards weren't passing well at all. How can I show you consistency if you haven't been passing me the ball consistently well? If you haven't been attacking me and using me as option 1 well, what consistency can I show you? Don't matter if I'm option 1. If you're not playing well enough to get me the ball to show you who I am as option 1, that's my point. That's where I'm at. So if you can't get me the ball and y'all turning it over, who cares that I'm option 1? That you can say I'm option 1. What I'm talking about is look what it looks like when your option 1 is consistently giving the ball in situations where she can be who she is. That's what I'm talking about. You feel like Angel is rushing a little bit? Okay. Might be pressing a little bit. They told Angel to work on her shooting, but she isn't shooting. Shoot that. Shoot it. Shoot that bit. Angel, shoot it. Shoot it. Miss it. I don't care. I'd rather you miss it. I'd rather them say, you know what? Angel took 15 shots and she missed them all. Then for them to keep telling me Angel won't shoot. Shoot that bitch. Shoot it. Shoot it, Angel. Shoot it. Angel, slow down. Shoot it. Just get confidence. Confidence. How many games before Tyler Marsh gets demoted to assistant coach? You think he gonna get demoted? I ain't got time to be demoting nobody. If you couldn't do the job, you fired. If you couldn't do the job as a head coach, what is it that you think Tyler can do really good as an assistant coach that you would keep him for, Tiffy? What would you keep Tyler for? No more. It's okay. Thank you though. They don't know. I think they should trade Angel and keep the third pick, Camilla. What would you trade Angel for, Skullbrain? Angel has absolutely gotten better driving to the hole compared to last season and at LSU. Absolutely. I want her to shoot that midi, though. I want her to shoot that 3. Her swing motion and her pivot is too fast. She has to slow her motion down. She needs to feel her opponent more on her hips on either side. She's going right into the action. It's like expecting it instead of playing to it. I got you. She just expecting it, so she just go. And so they just let her go, and they never get in a position where she can take advantage of them. She never gets plays ran for her. She's only eating off the glass. It will open up the game for her and the team. At least Spoon encouraged her to shoot. Shoot it. So what? So what? So what? So what? I'll never know what the fuck gonna happen if she stay missing those middies if she don't take them. So take them. And then if you start missing a bunch of them, then we'll figure that part out. But right now, what I need you to do is take them. You worrying about what'll happen if I miss a whole bunch, it's messing up the rest of everything that's going on. You know what happened if you miss them? God damn, Kamilla Cardoso 6'7" down there. She'll rebound it and put it back for you. But shoot that bitch. Shoot it. I don't need for you to be thinking about what's gonna happen if I miss them. What happened if you make them? See, everybody glass always half empty around this bitch. What if you make them? You practice all summer. Shoot that bitch. Shoot it. Shoot it. Shoot it. Shoot it. For real. Shoot it. Let that thing go. It's best facing up to the basket. They need to run sets with her in transition and pick and roll. She ain't shooting. Right. Tyler Marsh needs times. We got to stop the shit with demoting the coaches because shit is not going right. It takes time. Jeremy, here's the thing. I don't see anything in Tyler that says Tyler is any more deserving of as a first time head coach of time than what Teresa Witherspoon got. He got the same amount of time. So show me something. That's what I'm saying. Show me something. Tyler don't look like he's ready for the big time to me either. So here's the thing, and not that he's not ready for the big time. Let me correct that. Tyler Marsh would be better as a first-time head coach with a different type of situation. He's in a fucked up organization. There's no leadership from the ownership on down. Nobody knows. Nobody has any basketball business know-how at all. That's shown for the way that they're handling business, right? So from the ownership on down to the general manager to the coaching staff to how they handle their roster, it's a mess. Dude doesn't have enough experience to be able to manage that mess, develop talent, develop as a coach, figure out how to work with his assistant coaches, and put a good product on the floor. Same situation Teresa Witherspoon was in last year. But at least Teresa Witherspoon had played in the WNBA. At least she has some experience about what these women are actually going through on a day-to-day basis to try to be who they are, so she could relate from that standpoint. But Tyler Marsh, he would have been better as a first-time head coach in a better situation, in like a Minnesota where they got grown-ups in the room, in a Las Vegas where they got grown-ups in the room. Chicago, man, ain't no grown-ups in this room. And Political Lil told y'all last year All-Star game, they didn't even have a coach there. The whole goddamn ownership of them was at the game as if it was a party for them. So there are no adults in the room at the Chicago Sky. None. You know how I can tell? The owner is a real estate mogul, and he can't get a building to get a facility. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing with me, y'all. Stop playing with me about Chicago. Tyler Marsh ain't. That's not a good situation for him. You think they should make Sloot the coach? Okay. They're gonna still use Jeff analytics sheet. Marsh running around with Jeff, more interest in his software. Anybody got time for that? See, it is Jeff that needs to go. Man, I told y'all it's the owners that needs to go. The WNBA needs to press the issue with the ownership of the WNBA. And I know y'all like, you can't make nobody. It's a price for everybody. It's a number for everybody. Find that number and get them out your league. Find their number and get them out of your league, because your league is taking off right now. That right there, it's a black eye on your logo. Tyler's getting the second year just on how bad Chicago does things, but he is a man and he's never gonna get the bad rap. Oh well, So who takes the fall for him? That's why they put the 3 women on his staff. One of them would take the fall if it don't go right. That's an interesting dynamic. So he's a guy, so he won't have to take the fall. That's why they got Reese getting Kamilla the ball, because the guards can't. Yeah, Denon, I'm with you. They need new owners for this guy. So here, at least I don't know. Teaspoon was almost in the playoffs. We'll see. Y'all got Tyler getting in the playoffs though, right? 137 in the chat. Y'all run them likes up for me. Hit the like and the share. They both right there. Then put share it in the chat for me, so I know you shared it out. Angel get blamed. It's sad as a coach. I'm gonna take the blame for my players. Tyler won't even take a tech for his players. What are you talking about? Let's go, brain. Tyler Marsh won't even pay a fine for his players. Have you seen him even act like he gonna get a tech? Have you seen him even act like he's outraged? Have you seen him say anything like he wants the refs to do anything different in the pressers? You believe Tyler will do well? I don't. I'm not giving him no grace. I would give Tyler some grace if it looked like he was at least trying to fight for his players. He ain't even doing that. Kamilla Cardoso gets beat up every game. Every game. I haven't seen him outraged one time. I haven't seen him get in the ref face one time and say, hey, call those fouls. That builds trust with your team. You won't even fight for your players, but you want them to run through a wall for you? Stop. Only the league could force a sale at this point, and it would have to be a discrimination case probably. It don't even have to be that. It could be a, hey, check this out. What's your number? It's not working. We just don't want you around here no more. Tyler's refusing to put Beck Allen in the starting lineup. He's not ready to be a head coach. He has good self-control and composure. Man, don't he? So much so that when it was time for him to go get in the rest face, he put his hands up and told the team stay off the floor. Yeah, that good self-control and composure gonna get him a tap on the shoulder. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. What did we see from Indiana the first half of last season? So it takes time. The Washington one was not a good example. Indiana, in the first half of Indiana's season last year was nothing like we've seen in the WNBA. The front part of their schedule was loaded. They put Caitlin Clark through a gauntlet at the beginning of the season, so that during the Olympic break, she knew what to work on, so that they could be better in the second half of the season. That was a brilliant start to the season for them. They didn't have no more back-to-backs or none of that. But Tyler Marsh ain't got the same type of team. Ain't got the same type of team or the same type of time that was going on in Indiana. And if you think so, you're not paying attention to the WNBA. I don't believe. New ownership. They need to hand the team over. Angel, like the Aces did Asia. She got to use her star power. Is there who's a Becky Hammond type coach though that you could walk into Chicago? Like your center and power forward get beat up in the post as a player. No, my coach won't even get a tech or yell at the refs. Angel and Camilla at Kim and Don, and then both had Teaspoon. You like Tina Thompson as a coach? Okay. I haven't been. I know that Tina's doing some coaching. I haven't been keeping up with her. I mean, I just like Tina Thompson as an adult in the room. I like Tina Thompson as having a respect for the WNBA. I like Tina Thompson as an ambassador for women's basketball. I like Tina Thompson in the room for a good balance of old and new. Like I like Tina Thompson in the room as a respect as a legend in this game. Like that's those type of people got to walk into this organization right now. Tina Thompson's, Carolyn Pecks. You know what I mean? Like these are the type of people that you need associated with this organization right now. Rena Wakama and Cheryl Swoops are the best coaching duo for Angel and Camilla. I don't know if I like Cheryl Swoops as a coach. Tiffy, tell me why you like Cheryl Swoops as a coach. Love Cheryl Swoops as a player development and an advisor and an ambassador of this game. But tell me about what it is that you saw in Cheryl's coaching career that have you feeling like she's a good coach for this duo. And the only reason I'm saying that is because to me, Cheryl is too much of a perfectionist, and she did this at too high of a level to be a good coach. Because anything less than what her expectation is unacceptable. And most people ain't willing to work hard as she worked at her fucking craft. Just so it's hard for y'all gonna throw Lisa Leslie name out there. Tell me what it is that you saw in Lisa. I'm asking these questions, y'all. Give me the examples of what you saw in Lisa Leslie's coaching career that says, yo, she walks here and fixes this right now. Lisa Leslie is another person who I believe is great as a player development coach. Oh, Cheryl in the front office as GM, to be honest. Okay. Okay, I like that better. The players that had and lost, Candace. Oh, these are the players they had and lost. Candace, Flowers, Deladon, Courtney, Cooper. I could go on. Fabulous players. They could have built a big dynasty by now. If I'm at the front office, I'm on the phone with Teaspoon and Kennedy Carter with apologies and gifts. I don't know that you can walk them back in. But you owe them apologies, though, and gifts. Chicago has had too many situations where the team did some funny business that made the product on the floor worse consistently. The only thing they did right was say yes to CP. And they didn't even say yes to her right because she got the hell out of there as soon as she got a chance. And that's crazy. That's crazy. 134 in the chat, y'all. Run them likes up for me. Y'all talking about, please don't bring up Dwayne Wade, y'all. Dwayne Wade is there as a face. He ain't gonna say nothing. He don't have the power to say anything. Anytime you put your money down to be a silent partner, you just really put your money down and just shut the fuck up. Do you hear what I'm saying? A silent partner. Silent partner. You just paid your money to shut the fuck up. That's it. That's it. You sit courtside. They're gonna take some pictures. We want you in some marketing stuff, some commercials. But other than that, silent partner, shut the fuck up. Thank you. You don't say nothing. Nothing. Silent. Shh. Don't say nothing. I was thinking D Wade as a coach, but that may be a conflict of interest situation. I think he's a part owner. Tell me what you saw out of D Wade that makes him a great coach. See, stop. Hey, here's the thing. I think we get caught up in trying to put some names in places. I need productivity. I need experience. I need know-how in these spots. Tell me about Dwayne Wade's greatest coaching experience, and then I can consider it. What championship did he win? And I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, bro, hey, great hooper, champion in the NBA, one of the greatest rebounding guards we've ever seen play this game. What was his nickname? Slash? Coach Y. He didn't even say nothing to the rest of the game. I'm with you, political ill. He didn't even say, come on, make a call. He didn't show no outrage or nothing. With his demure ass. I ain't got time. Stop telling me about him. I'm not impressed by him being a part owner. Yeah, I'm not here just because you was in the NBA doesn't make you good for the WNBA. A lot of times I feel like it makes you worse for the WNBA because men who've played in the NBA and a lot of men who play professional basketball or even just organized basketball still don't have a clue about how a female's locker room works and what drives that. Yes, the same product shows up on the floor. We play with the same intensity, the same passion, that same aggression, that same go after it. But the why in the house, very different. Wired very differently. Those locker rooms are wired and driven very differently. So when they come in with their NBA attitudes for what should be going on in the WNBA, shit doesn't work. Because that wiring don't fit here. Lisa Leslie is good in player development and with your premier stars, both being bigs, it sounds like a good mix. But me hiring her as a coach, or me doing a contract with her, or me doing an independent contract with her to come in and work with my two players. See, I don't need to hire you as a coach on my coaching staff if the only thing that you're gonna be able to do is work with 2 out of the 12 players that I got on my team. I don't need you for all that. I need you for them too. What's the cost for that? I don't think player development coaches should be. I don't got player development coaches being head coaches either. I'd like to see the Bulls field the women's team, give this guy more competition. I don't. I want to see the NBA get out of the WNBA. I don't want to see them get more in bed with them. I want them out of there. I don't. I'm out on them. It works better if they get a job to a college women's basketball coach than no experience or a former NBA only coach. Yep. Well, got to find the right college women's basketball coach to come do that. For what they paying. That ship has sailed. And honestly, why would Spoon or Carter want to come back? Yeah, I wouldn't come back. Natalie Nakase is doing way better than Tyler Marsh. That's because she was a number 2 to Becky Hammond. Tyler went from the second row to head coach. Yeah, that leap was too much too fast. 1 second, y'all. Who's showing up in Detroit? Who is showing up in Detroit political leader? That sounds like a hot take. Sure, be a good GM, a president of basketball operations. Yeah, I like that. Why are the current player development staff at the Sky firing him? Whoa, damn. Okay, we firing folks. It's just a list of regrets and admitting they were wrong. Tyler isn't showing much of anything. I'm not sure there's a coach who is not currently coaching another team who could come in and make an immediate turnaround. Yeah, that's why I named the ones that I named. That's why I named the ones that I named. Carolyn Peck, Swin Cash. Swin Cash and Carolyn Peck, I would bring in as GM, and I would bring them in as GM, president of basketball operations, and the damn coach. I'll bring them in as everything. You saw some writing on the wall with Sifka, even though she didn't come over. When they got Sifka, even though she didn't come over. What writing on the wall was it? Yeah, it starts with the people up top. If they are taking a college coach, they need to poach Ivy or the A&M coach. Other than that, so what do y'all think Ivy and Joni make? And then the control that they have. Who like? What are you offering them? What are you offering Ivy or Joni to walk away from Notre Dame or A&M? What would you offer them that would make it worth it to take on that headache? Like right now, like they're flying like private jets. They got staff, they got chefs, they got facilities. They treat it like rock stars everywhere they go. They doing national commercials. What are you offering either of them to come to the dub, Tiffy? Well, we got a facility coming in 26, and sometimes we fly charter, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we at the Y, sometimes we at the park. Sometimes we sell out, sometimes we don't. Who the hell signing up for that? You got to give them control in a big bag. Post CBA, the money needs to come up to get Ivy. So y'all feel like the league, and this is a problem with their league. So y'all feel like the coaches in this league should be making more money than the players in this league? Ain't that part of the problem right now? Becky done sitting up getting $1 million. DJ Carrington made $69,000 last year. How the hell does that work? How in the hell does that work? Like, how is that good business sense? Thank you, Erica Culliver. I appreciate the like and the share, fam. I'm not giving anybody $85 million of my money. Can't even make a suggestion. Yeah, man, you hear me, political? I ain't gonna pay nobody, so I can just shut the fuck up. No, ma'am, no ham, no turkey. I would love Carolyn Peck to be the Chicago Sky coach. Her basketball IQ is so high, but she said she won't. She said she don't want to coach. I would say, can you come fix it? Can you come fix it? I don't want you to be a long-term coach. Just fix it. Yeah, sometimes you might get a sandwich before the game. Sometimes you don't. It ain't a lot of good selling points. Now you can sell them on. I hear that sometime in Chicago is fire. You start with that. Ain't nothing like sometime in Chicago. But after that, I don't know what you got. I really don't know what you got after that. What I do? The players need to be making $1 million plus. I was a girl dad making so much, and AT is coaching from the bench. This is what I'm talking about. This was the setup. Derek Fisher, great example. Perfect example. Perfect example. I'm just wondering, y'all. This is some of the things that I think about when I think about Chicago Sky. But I really just came up here to say, like, yo, Camila Cardoso dominated. Camila Cardoso dominated. And Chicago Sky, if you don't want her, please let us know. Please let it. Please let us know. So it's a lot of things that have to be fixed. A lot of things that got to be fixed. I hope it starts with this CBA. I hope it starts with this CBA. We got a good product. We got a good product. We got to get these. We got to get these ladies paid. We got to get these teams expanded. Been listening while driving. Auntie Tokyo Talk. Oh, what's up, Bree Wayne? About in the building. But I just want to understand, like, yo, where do Chicago where do the Chicago Sky want to go? Because I thought you don't have to share a gym with little Timmy's birthday party. You have an abundance of opportunities to share basketball with the community and youth around you. You put that spin on it. You know, hey, I'm a believer in it. Ain't so it's always in how you tell the story. You ain't got to worry about Timmy's birthday party, but you have a great opportunity to share with the community and other stakeholders. You know, Luana, you throw that stakeholders in there. Woo! They let it. They let the stakeholders. All the stakeholders involved. We ain't got time, y'all. These are professional basketball players for real. We gotta start treating them like that. And somebody asked me in some of the responses to some of the stories that I put up this week, why? And I just want y'all to answer this question. It blows my mind because they said, why won't women support women? I feel like there are a lot of women that support women's basketball. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? I feel like I have I don't know about on other chats, but I feel like I get a great deal of women talking hoops in this community. So I think women are doing a wonderful job of supporting women's basketball. But since that was the challenge put out there to me, or that was the question to me, do y'all feel like we need more women supporting women, or what is it? I think that they don't showcase. I think that they don't showcase how women support women enough. But I think that's a bullshit narrative that we have to push back on because women do support women. That's what the hell the WNBA is about. That's how you get to unrivaled. How the hell do you get to unrivaled with two players making a league together if women don't support women? Look at the women around the league. I want to start pushing back on some of these narratives. Women are out here supporting. Women sold out. Women helped sell out them A1s. Women helped make Don Staley a New York Times bestseller. Women are selling out these are helping sell out these arenas. We need to start showcasing that. Women are talking women's hoops. WNBA not letting the asset go. Women have to start a new women's league. Think Unrivaled will be 5-on-5 one day. Oh gosh. Now men own Unrivaled. People regurgitating talking points online. We support women's sports. I know. Eh, bunch of outdated talking points. Not Tyler's doing a retirement tour for Sloot, who literally had to be benched for New York to win. They constructed the team for Sloot instead of for Angel and Camilla. Clown hoops. Ooh. A guard like Deja Kelly mixed with Ariel and Sloot could be a nice mix. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I don't think that we see players like Deja Kelly, who I'm not a fan, but earned a spot in this league based on the way that she showed up in the preseason. We're not gonna see those type of players come back until next season, because women don't always share the same class values or loyalties. Often things that look like a gender issue are really a class issue. We see this all the time in tennis. I like that. I like that, Ghost, but we don't showcase it enough. We don't showcase it enough. We need to be talking about how many women are in this league supporting Asia, wearing them A1s. We need we need to be talking about that. We need to be talking about the number of women that are showing up and the girl groups that are going out to the WNBA games and the watch parties that are happening with just women talking hoop. I get women in here to be like, yo, we just want to talk hoops without the guys. Without the guys. We don't need them trying to mansplain some shit to us we already know. That's another thing being in this seat, I get to hear a lot of things. One thing that I hear a lot from the women is stop trying to mansplain hoops to them. They played. We played. Stop trying to mansplain hoops to women who played. Okay? They told me to tell y'all that. Stop trying to mansplain hoops to women who played. The players should be making the most money. I agree. Is Deja Kelly good for the locker room? I'm not familiar with her. I have not heard anything that says Deja Kelly's not good for a locker room. I have never heard anything that says Deja Kelly's not good for a locker room, not a good team player, none of that. I've never heard anything like that about Deja Kelly. My only knock on Deja Kelly was the game that the game that she played against South Carolina in her last game in North Carolina. That's it. There's so many versatile defensive guards available that can help Chicago, but no Tyler running a summer camp with Mojo, Maddie, and Kia. Maybe he don't have to call. Mansplaining is so annoying. All the minutes and energy expended by Sloot will likely come back to bite at the end of the season. That's disappointing. Cess said, we used to play hoops. We know ball. Yeah. Tiffy, what I realized about Only Morale think I'm really like talking just directly to them. They don't realize like it's a whole chat and conversation going on over here. I noticed that the last time they was here. It's okay. I've figured out how to work around it. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll take care of it. Yeah. Every comment ain't for you. No selling point, but it's the joint in the summer for real. Hey, that's what political Lil. That's what I've been told. 143 in the chat, y'all. Run them likes up for me, please. Even Kai Copper was like, hey, Chi-Town Summer's lit. Had me thinking Kai was thinking about coming back the way she was thinking about summertime. She was like, summertime. Chi-Town Summers is lit. I'm gonna have to get out there and check it out. Mr. Shake My Hand in the building. What's up, Rob? It ain't we not talking about you. We not talking about you. You said you go shut the fuck up. We not talking about you. You don't even know what that's talking about. How do y'all know? Oh God. Yeah. Yeah, Rob just got in here. Y'all don't even be realizing that some of y'all are in so many different parts of the live that y'all don't even be talking about the same stuff at the same time. Sometimes y'all responding to a comment that somebody is watching from 5 minutes behind or ahead of where you're at in your life, because it's not as live as people think. depending on where you start. Chatter is good for the locker room talk. Only happens with women's sports. Draymond is not good for the locker room, but he impacts winning. If you can play, you need a roster spot. I don't know. Hey, but who says Draymond's not good for the locker room? See, that's another bullshit narrative. You can say Draymond's not good for the locker room, but when Draymond knocked the shit out of Jordan Poole, who looked like they was mad at Draymond? Who looked like who was like, oh my God, Draymond, why you do that? Who looked like that? Everybody looked like they was glad that Draymond socked the shit out of Jordan Poole because he had been talking too much. That happens in locker rooms sometimes. But does that make Draymond not good for the locker room? Because Draymond is the same person when he looked up and it looked like Rudy Gobert had put his hands on his teammate, he reacted. He's that guy. You can say you can't say he's not good for the locker room. Other than Jordan Poole, who really is like we hate Draymond? Draymond might be a guy that you hate to play against, but you love to have him in your locker room. He's that kind of guy to me. But bad for the locker room, I haven't heard like, man, Draymond being there just fucking people up, and like I ain't heard nothing like that about Draymond. Jordan Poole was chirping, and it was time to stop talking. And personally, ain't gonna tell you shut the fuck up so many times. He fuck around and found out, didn't he? No one on the team said nothing to Draymond. Political ill for the life of me. I couldn't. I kept wondering why. I was like, why don't y'all just see if y'all can't buy that facility, or at least see if they'll let y'all use it till yours is ready. Draymond in my locker room. You need a Draymond. Now sometimes Draymond, you be like, Draymond, damn, bro, we didn't need you to do that this time. You gonna have some of them moments with Draymond. You gonna have some of them games where it's like, damn, Draymond, you went one foul too far. You gonna have some of them games. I'm a Warrior fan. So you don't know how many games I cut the TV off like, oh, Draymond, God, damn. You got to go to war with him every time. But you got to have him. You got to. They don't build up younger players at all. That's why they are struggling now in later years. That's in your opinion. Tell me the younger players that said that they tore them down, or tell me what it is that you need them to do to be good locker room players. I don't know people that walked away from any of the organizations that them young men were with. That was like, man, the dude was an asshole. Might have been hard to manage. Might have superstar tendencies, but bad dudes. I ain't heard that about them. Women supporting women is going on. Women helping each other get sponsorship deals, all kind of stuff. You here for the women panel? Yeah, I want to put together a women's panel, but I ain't gonna put together just any old women's panel. I want women that's gonna really talk hoops. I want women that's really gonna talk hoops. A player that you rather have than to play against isn't a player with locker room issues. No, no. Mm-mm. He's a player. That's a player that gets under other people's skin. He plays a great head game. That don't mean that he's a bad locker room guy. Person can go out on the floor and be a total asshole, and then go in the locker room and be the one that brings the cupcakes for everybody. There's a role that everybody plays on the team. Angel plays the villain. She's not an asshole though. Because Angel did this and this, does that make her a bad person? Because Angel barked back at people, does that make her a bad person in the locker room? Does that mean that that's how she is with everyone, or is that the role that she plays for her team as the leader? Because she's also the one that's gonna go back and help people get deals and check and see if you're okay. Just because you're an enforcer doesn't mean that you're a problem in the locker room. It mean you deal with shit on site and you ain't for no games. That don't mean that you're a bad teammate. Kaminga and Poole, I don't know. You say Poole could be a star in this league. Well, he should be starring in Washington Kaminga, we'll see what he do. Buddy been in the league already. He wasn't no star before he got with Draymond. So how the fuck Draymond dim in his life? Angel's teammates' body language says they get on their nerves. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen that body language. But let me know some minute marks or something I should go back and look at. And if I get on your nerves because I'm demanding that you play your role and I'm holding you accountable and responsible. If that gets on your nerves, oh yeah, I want you to fuck on my team anyway. I hope I am on your nerves. I hope I'm on your nerves enough to get to have you leave. If that's what's on your nerves, me holding you accountable and responsible, I hope I'm on your nerves enough that you beg for a trade. You was at the home opener. What did you see? What did you see? Now since you was there, don't give us no general shit. Tell us names and tell us what you saw. People didn't even realize that Angel got Anissa a deal with Reebok. Anissa's wearing Reebok sneakers in games. T. Carmella, don't try to tell them. Because it's easier for people to pit two women against each other, especially black women. It's easier for that narrative to sell, to say black women don't get along. Oh, they get on each other's nerves. They all that. It's easier to say that than it is to acknowledge that we can be competitive. We can go at each other on the floor, and then the minute that we walk off the floor, make deals with each other and look to grow look to make sure that each other are okay, and understand that these are all women out here with families, with mortgages, with children. It's only 156 of them right now. 156 of them in the world that can say that they do this. 156 of them in the world that can say they can do this. That shit, it's only 100. If I'm in the league, it's only 155 other people in the world right now that understand what I'm going through. Hell yeah, I'm locked in with them. That's a hell of a sisterhood. Just like NBA, NFL. But people be especially in the black community, they be so quick with the drama. So quick with the drama. Ali and Joe Frazier. You would think that they hated each other. You read goddamn books, you find out what. Outside of all of that, hey man, you got this jail thing going on. What's up with your family? You need this money to feed your kids. How are you? Yeah, man, we can get back to that boxing shit in a minute. We can get back to putting on a show, but just man to man, pimp to pimp, black to black. How are you? Let me help make sure you okay. That happens. That shit happens all the time within the WNBA. Y'all don't even know it. Because y'all be so quick to be like, the body language said they didn't like each other on the court. You'd be like, it don't look like they like each other on the court. And then after the game, you'd be wondering why that same girl that you thought didn't like her baby is sitting on that girl's lap. Or they family taking pictures and shit. Only 153 because 3 teams have. Thank you. Keep me straight. But yeah, that's my point. This is team. They don't have to be friends. They also roll. You better believe that. Nah, she got Angel back everywhere but the court. Oh my gosh. Does anybody else just love the way Paige is in the league right now? I seen Paige do funny, fun shit that I am loving in the league with vets. D'ing up Ryan Howard at the end of the game, grab that goddamn brace. Where you going? You ain't going nowhere. That ref called that foul on her. You wonder who is Paige pointing at Angel? And then she get right over there and they laugh about it. I love how she's in the league. I love how Paige is coming to the league. No, Paige is not playing tonight. Angel did who like Boogie did Cat. Jonquel Jones is one of the best defensive players in the league. Oh, man, I'm loving watching Paige. Paige is funny as hell. Yeah, concussion protocol. Jonquil did Angel like Boogie did Cat, buffed her 3 times without trying, while her teammates were open on the perimeter. Stuffed her 3 times. Welcome to the league. Welcome to the league. That's all. It's just basketball. When the horn sounds, man, all that's over. They be out there with all their kids taking pictures. Oh, look at your baby here. Great, bring them down. Where you going to eat? All that. It's just hoop, y'all. It's not a. They don't leave off like y'all act like when they leave off, it be like colors, 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 colors. Like they straight gang beefing. Like they outside in front of the buses throwing up gang signs and shit. I don't believe it's that. I don't believe it's that intense, y'all. For real. Wings got point guards for days though. Yeah. Paging concussion protocol for real. It's just not that serious, bro. Y'all, it's goodness gracious, man. These people get along more. They get along better than y'all think. Y'all talking about JJ and Angel whole time. They probably hung out at the Met Gala. Hell yeah. JJ was at the Met Gala this year because Angel told her how cool it was last year. Paige been here before. She ain't no rookie. These women, thank you, Molly Brandon, for reminding me. These women grew up with each other. They've been traveling across the country playing against each other since they was in middle school. Middle school. Middle school. They done share pictures from middle school prom, high school graduation, college graduation, and all that shit in between. They done talked hoops since middle school. Yeah, come on, y'all. Don't do that. Looks like Angel hooked up Lexi Hole and Dejanay with Reebok during the winter. She's a real one. That's why Lexi Hole said Angel is the most likely teammate to spoil you. Exactly. Paige Clark, the next starting Olympics backcourt. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if they're the next starting Olympics backcourt, but you'll see them in the Olympic backcourt at some point. But I don't know. I don't know that it's 2028. It's gonna be a lot. I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of players around for 2028. 2028 is gonna be interesting because it's in LA, so you're gonna have people who've never played in the Olympics in LA. I mean in the US that are gonna want to play in this Olympics. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they finalize the final team and then who the starters are. But you probably see them both on the same team. I don't know if they're starting Olympic backcourt though. That just helps push the Angels narrative. Yeah, Juju's coming, Hidalgo's coming. I mean, it's a lot of folks. It's a lot of folks coming. Kelsey Plum had Sabrina Hook sob up with some shoes too. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. 166 in the chat, y'all. Run them likes up for me. Run them likes up for me. Hit the like and then the share. Because you know what? They both right there. Side ain't been in as long as people think she's playing. They'll probably put Juju in there. It's up in the air for backcourt. It's gonna be competitive for that backcourt. Would like to see you cover the new GM of the Toronto Tempo, who is a black woman and former baller, Monica Wright Rogers. I wonder how the media would deal with her. Definitely we'll talk about that, Denise, especially as we get closer to Toronto tipping off. Great talking point. Appreciate you bringing that up. We'll definitely talk about that one. Uh, Gonna be interesting. The Toronto Tempo are gonna be interesting just because, from what I understand, they're gonna travel all over the country. They're gonna play in like 4 different spots. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that works, and then coming back to the United States, how they buy in Canada. I know that they love the Raptors, so we'll see. My dream team came through last night. Dream, Atlanta Dream. Hey, hooping. Alicia Gray in the conversation for CB for Player of the Year. It's crazy how Courtney accidentally gave Paige a concussion, but the media has not called her and abuse abuse her like they did Kennedy or Angel or Diamond. They know how to play that with Paige. Yeah, Paige get right because Paige will get right back in there for you. 4 different spots in Canada. Yeah, from what I hear, it's gonna be more like a country team. Like they'll play to have the country support. So they're playing 4. They'll have a main place, but they're playing 3 other spots. Like they're gonna go over to Vancouver, something close to Toronto, other places. Um, I was fooled by the highlights. I started watching Fever games, and now I see that CC is not that good, only from the logo. Yeah, I mean CC's not a defender. It's a lot of things she's not. Playmaker, long shot taker. She got you. Superb being the one to choose the picks for the Olympics, she will make great decisions. I don't know if Sue is the only one there, but because I believe that they were pissed off at Dawn last year because it was all Dawn's fault that Caitlin wasn't on the team last year. So I believe Dawn was there, Delisha Milton Jones, some other names were there. Angel gets blamed for everything. George Foreman and Ali were good friends, helped each other beyond the fight. A lot of them do. A lot of them do. They're saying they're going to be a Canadian team, but Canadians in the comments not claiming them. That's weird. But I think that may change because I think that one of the things that the Toronto Temple are going to do is going to bring more Canadians to the team. So you think about the Toronto Temple and you could have like the Sword sisters there, Agat McKeer there, Letitia and me here, Kia Nurse, like some of the Canadians that we've seen play in the W, plus some of the younger ones that are coming up on that team. That could be really hot in Toronto. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. If they get a flat tire, they blame an Angel. Man, the ball gets stuck in the rim, get wedged in the rim. It's Angel's fault. Nobody in the stands. Angel's fault. If I had to pick a woman Olympic dream team, who I got starting 5, I couldn't even give you a top 5 off the top of my head. It probably would be my Hall of Fame 5. So Cheryl and Dawn and Candace and Tamika. And who the heck am I forgetting? Cheryl, Dawn, and Candace, Tamika. And maybe it was Maya. I gotta look. That's a good one. Benzino! Let's dance, man. Let's dance, baby. Y'all know what it is. Appreciate the support, fam. Thank you so much for the support. Angel gonna get blamed for the weather next. You better believe it. The Canadian Olympics team is good, so if you get any of them, that country is gonna embrace them. Okay, so the Canadian Olympic team looked very good on paper. I don't know what they'll happen to the Canadian Olympic team when it got to the Olympics. They didn't show up like I thought that they were gonna show up. For what they had on paper, I'm like, yeah, Canada should be. And then it was like, damn, Canada, what's up? So maybe this next in 2028, this next team coming will be a little bit more aggressive. But they ain't do nothing for me this year. Ain't out no cheese on my sandwich. It's Angel damn fault. Outkick is a racist organization that's been attacking Angel since that chip. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I am back in just a little bit with my partner in Poly Sports Crime, Political Lil. We gonna talk. We gonna talk protected versus punished, right? Protected versus punished. Who gets protected? Who gets protected in the WNBA? Who gets protected in the WNBA and those narratives around that? So if y'all not busy in about 45 minutes, pull back up, and let's talk some Poly Sports. Angel is on Met Gala committee. She probably suggested the WNBA champs be invited to the gala for sure. Clark's protected, but we want to talk about who gets protected, why, and then who gets punished. So if y'all around, you're not doing nothing, pull back up. Appreciate you pulling up and hanging out with me right now. If you have not hit the subscribe button, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Don't miss the next drop. I got some VIP content dropping next week. If you're not already in the VIP, go and join that VIP. Well, y'all talk about how the refs call security on DJNA. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it all. Let's just talk about it all. We're gonna talk about who gets protected, who gets punished, and how that plays out. How that plays out, and then how that spills over. How that spills over, I think, into to the fan base, and how how it impacts our experience of the game overall, right? Because it has a very tiring impact on the game. But I appreciate y'all. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. I'm gonna see you in about 45 minutes.